बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ मैं कविता रलहन आप सभी का पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स में। और आज का शो बेहद खास है बिकॉज पोनियन सेल्वन जो कि एक नॉवेल है, तमिल नॉवेल है, इसको लिखा था कल्कि कृष्णमूर्ति ने। और इस फिल्म की स्टार कास्ट आज हमारे साथ मौजूद है। इस फिल्म को डायरेक्ट किया है मणि रत्नम ने। तो आइए इस कंप्लीट स्टार कास्ट का वेलकम करते हैं पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स पे। सो बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आप सभी का। त्रिशा, विक्रम सर, जयम रवि सर, कार्ति सर, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। नमस्कारम।
नमस्कार।
कैसे हैं आप सब?
बहुत अच्छी हूँ, आप कैसे हैं?
बहुत अच्छे। और आप सबको दिल्ली में देख के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। आपको दिल्ली कैसा लग रहा है?
Beautiful. Actually, I've come here many times before, but ये first time है एक film promotion के लिए I'm coming over here, so that makes it extra special क्योंकि I've never represented my work over here, so I'm happy that there's always a first time for everything.
And Vikram sir, you've been to Delhi before?
I have a couple of times.
Your wife is from Delhi,
my wife
I suppose.
Is from here. Her childhood was here, so she's told me a lot about Delhi.
So all street food you have tried?
Yeah, we've tried it at home only.
And what?
After that,
and what's your favorite Delhi street food?
Pani puri,
यहाँ
dahi puri.
दिल्ली में गोलगप्पे बोलते हैं।
गोलगप्पे.
और जयम रवि सर, you've been to Delhi.
Golgappe is what Amir Khan talks about, no? That, yeah. Got
Yeah. So you, what's your favorite street food in Delhi?
I like bel puri.
Bel puri,
Yeah, I love bel puri.
Nice.
But my first working experience was in Delhi as an assistant director.
Oh yes.
Shooting of the movie called Abhay, Kamal sir's movie.
Okay.
They started here. So I was put up here for at least 1.5 months. So I loved every place.
हिंदी में बोलो.
हिंदी में?
हाँ आप हिंदी से बोलो. हिंदी से.
From the next question I'll talk in Hindi.
And Karthi sir, you've been to Delhi before?
I'm sorry, I can't speak Hindi. Maaf kijiye. But I've been here for my college tour.
Okay.
So when I was in college, we came to Delhi, and today we are right here, and we took a walk up to the central portion of the Parliament area, and you feel so proud. You know, you feel so proud of the capital of India, and when we come from far away, it makes us feel so good. You know. I'm so jealous of all you people who live here in Delhi. Such beautiful streets, such a beautiful planned city, and the buildings are so astonishing. Astonishing.
अच्छा, इंटरव्यू शुरू करने से पहले मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ that my son had his history exam like 2 days back, and I had to teach him everything, the years, अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के ऊपर and everything, and I was like कि कोई फिल्म बना देता अगर इसके ऊपर तो हिस्ट्री पढ़ाना इजी हो जाता है। You know, चोला डायनेस्टी हम सब ने हिस्ट्री बुक्स में इतना पढ़ा है, बट आई थिंक बहुत फ्यू ऑफ अस रिमेंबर व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यूज्ड टू हैपन, किस तरह से वो रहते थे, उन्होंने डैम्स बनाए थे, नेवी थी उनकी। सो वो सारा कल्चर, वो हेरिटेज सिर्फ बुक्स में पढ़ा है, एंड सम ऑफ अस लाइक इट, सम ऑफ अस डोंट टेक मच इंटरेस्ट, बट नाउ अ फिल्म इज बीइंग मेड ऑन दैट डायनेस्टी व्हिच इज लाइक 1000 years old. सो इट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट इन टुडेज टाइम ताकि हर किसी को एक एंटरटेनिंग तरीके से वो पूरी कहानी बताई जाए. What's your take on that?
I think that's very essential for any civilization, any country to be proud of their heritage and their past, and ours. I think no other country is steeped in so much of history and so much of upheavals, and like all the dynasties, like you've had attacks, like Alexander had come all the way, and India was the only country he couldn't conquer. You know, everybody has come. They wanted, because India was so rich in everything.
Yes.
So that's
सोने की चिड़िया कहा जाता था.
And so we have all these cultures somewhere mixed, and we have a nation which has so much ethnicity and so much of cultures which is very, what do you call it, influenced by all this. So I think we should be aware of our history, and we should. I mean, it's something very interesting. It's a subject that I'm sure, like you say, everything should be made into movies.
Yeah.
Next movie we'll go and.
Jayam Ravi sir, आपसे जानना चाहती हूँ because this character is not any real character, है ना? ये थोड़ा history है, fictional भी है, and it's based on a novel. So how did you prepare for your character? Where did you draw inspiration from?
Usually for all my characters.
Hindi second question.
No. I asked you.
No. He's very good. He's suddenly stalling. That's why. Come on, he can do it.
I don't know whether it'll come out or not. मैं कोशिश करता हूँ.
हाँ जी.
अभी ट्रांसलेट करना पड़ेगा माइंड में.
I will help you. I'll help you translate.
मेरा इंस्पिरेशन
जी
किसी कैरेक्टर के, किसी
अपने इस कैरेक्टर के लिए, the character that you're playing in the movie.
किसी कैरेक्टर के खिलाफ.
Okay.
मेरा इंस्पिरेशन पीपल है.
Okay.
लोग है.
जनता है.
Wow.
Yeah.
Difficult Hindi word.
So वहाँ से ही मैं इंस्पिरेशन लेता हूँ. इस कैरेक्टर को भी
जी।
वही से मैं इंस्पिरेशन लिया है। तो उस समय पे लोग कैसे थे, उस समय पे क्या था।
So you read a lot, you read the novel.
Kind of, yes. I did read the novel, and Mani sir, he was so inspiring. You know, he gave me hints and guidelines on how to play the character and everything. So he told me certain guidelines which I followed. But basically, nothing has changed when it comes to emotions.
Okay.
So I don't need to search elsewhere.
But still, like, you have to
Yeah,
enact
yeah,
people
that is
from like 1,000 years old, you know, उस ज़माने में जिसके बारे में
With
हमें
no
शायद
reference
ज़्यादा-
to how they behave and talk.
Yeah.
So I will tell you the truth then.
In Hindi, in English.
No, Mani sir ने बोला कि रवि जहाँ भी इस आदमी द ग्रेट राजराज चोला जहाँ भी वो देखता है वो सब उनका ही है।
Okay.
द डैम्स जो बना हुआ है उसने बनाया था और वो सब मैंने टेरेस के ऊपर जाके मैंने प्रैक्टिस किया था। टेरेस के ऊपर जाके सभी लोगों को देखा, सब लोग मेरा है और बीचेस को देखा, वो बीच भी मेरा है बीच में जो आ गया वो भी मेरा है, सब कुछ मेरा है। बट इट स्टार्टेड आउट फनी बट इट हेल्प मी अ लॉट। मनी सर ने बताया कि 6 महीने से शूटिंग के पहले तो पोन्नियिन सेल्वन बने ही रहो, बस किधर भी तुम जाओ किसी के
home
पास।
also you were Ponniyin Selvan.
हाँ जी, except with my wife बाकी सब लोगों की
Wife के आगे you can't be you know,
yeah.
a king or something.
She is Ponniyin Selvan.
Okay, she's
Selvi, Ponniyin
Right.
Selvi.
All wives are kings, yeah. They're not
yeah.
queens. Only.
Karthi sir, I want to know from you that at a press conference you said that on the set you used to feel like a newcomer, like you don't mind being a newcomer on a Mani Ratnam movie. I want to know, even Aishwarya Rai Bachchan also backed you that everybody felt as a newcomer on the Mani Ratnam movie set. I want to know that as an actor, why it is important to be a newcomer on
There's
a
no
Mani
stress,
Ratnam
yeah.
film.
For normally in life, when you're a newcomer, there is no extra baggage. There is no expectation on you. There are no eyes watching you all the time. And you can make mistakes.
Yeah.
You can learn things. So it's very, very comforting to be a newcomer because you're not trying to prove anything here. You're only learning, you're exploring things as you're doing it. So I think all of us have to, at some time, throw our baggages and again start afresh. That way in life, generally I'm saying, that way it really helps for you to keep energized, make your everyday interesting. I think that's what Mani sir does to us. When we come on sets, he makes, whatever you've learned all this while, he'll change you the way you think about a character. The insights that he gives about the character, the way he explains it to you. Ravi beautifully said that, he sets boundaries for you, but he doesn't say what exactly you should do.
Okay.
So that's why I think our performances are very different in a Mani Ratnam film.
And you have worked with him as an AD
yeah,
also. So that time also you were working like a newcomer, and this time also as a newcomer.
I remember one day when we were shooting with Trisha.
Yeah.
Trisha was doing a shot in that film. So in that film, Yuva, she did Karina's part in the Tamil version. So there was one close-up shot where she's already engaged, but now she's met one boy and she's liking him. And she's caught in between, the parents deciding for her, and then she's liking someone. And there's one scene where she's thinking what I'm going to do. So there was a close-up shot. So I always wondered, how does Mani sir extract performances? And then he actually gives thoughts. Like Ravi always says, he gives you thoughts rather than dialogues. Okay. So he is standing next to the camera and he's talking to Trisha. And he's telling, all this life, you wanted to live a happy life, but you let your parents decide for you. And suddenly you're finding everything that you wanted in this guy. But you're caught in between, you're already engaged, what are you going to do? And you can see Trisha's emoting, she's tearing up. I've never seen her perform like that. She's probably her 4th or 5th film,
Wow.
That's how he makes you get into the part. So it's
so
beautiful to
lovely.
see him work with actors, it's beautiful. Similarly with cameramen also, like Vikram sir was saying, he explains emotions in a shot. Rather than saying, I want this lens, I want this to move. No, he says, this is the time when probably they both are going to break up. They both know that it's not working out, probably in a romance situation. Yeah. He'll say the weather is also in the opposite. It's making them feel it. So that's how he brings in all the fire. What do you say? Mise-en-scène.
Mise-en-scène.
Mise-en-scène. That's using all the elements to narrate a story.
Wow, lovely. Trisha, you are also known as the Queen of South India, and you are very, very beautiful. I'm meeting you for the first time
She's
in
not
person.
denying it, see that?
She's the first time she's hearing it too. But yeah, really, yeah. No.
Everywhere. Come on.
She was sleepy till now. You just woke her up.
Someone
She
said
didn't-
thank you, right?
Yeah, but oh really? You should say it, really. Say thank you.
No, it means a lot. It really means
Heavy
a
is
lot.
the head
and
that
I'm a
wears
very
the crown.
grateful person who accepts a compliment and says thank you.
Even if it's a crown.
I will accept it graciously. Thank you.
Lovely.
You're welcome.
Wish we had.
Now, my question to you is, what makes this period drama different from other period dramas?
Because the content, the story. I don't think cinema has seen such a story because there's everything in it. I mean, you know, to probably some people it looks like a war film, a mass film, an action film, but there's so much emotion in it. And as someone said yesterday at the press meet, it's actually a love story. I think Shobita had said that, right?
I said it. I said what Shobita said.
What were her exact words? It's a love story, that is?
Love and war, you know. It's
Love
No,
and war.
it's-
She phrased it very beautifully. I don't correctly remember. So I think I have watched a lot of period drama, war films, everything that's come out in the recent past. The content is different over here, the emotions are different over here, and I think that is what will stand out.
A lot of people are talking about this, and some people are also calling it Game of Thrones. So,
Probably on
We've
similar
watched a lot
lines,
of period dramas even on OTT platforms where we talk about, you know, this Mongols or, you know, like Russians, Tsars, everywhere. But this is ours. This is Indian
Yeah.
thing. This is a historical fiction. So actually 40% of it actually happened 1,000 years back. There was a huge problem when a king had to give over his reign to another person.
Yeah.
So it really happened, you know, and then Kalki sir has written a lot of fiction around it, which is so engaging, you know, which has a lot of adventure. It's got politics, it's got religion to it, philosophy to it, great romance to it.
everything for everyone, you
All
can
of
say.
it, yes, all of it.
That's
And I
why my
want to know-
daughter, who's 9-year-old, is still reading it. So,
Yeah.
Something you want to share, because I've heard, like, from the stories from your interviews, that 3 a.m. ब्रह्म मुहूर्त पे आप लोग शूट किया करते थे. So was it difficult or was it easy?
Would
or
you find it easy or difficult?
Yeah,
Let's take that,
exactly.
We'll take it from there. Would you find it easy?
no.
Considering you got to bed.
But I think
Considering you finished at around 7 or 8, then you had rehearsal, then some dress change and costume trials, and then you're going to sleep around 11ish and something, and they say 3 o'clock you need to wake up. How will you feel?
No way.
And not just one day, most days. So it's not Game of Thrones, more like Game of Broken Bones or something. You have to think of it was really difficult. Really, it was like,
Very
Trisha,
tough.
then how did you maintain your beauty?
That is-
you
she's
know,
still not
right?
telling us.
No, that's
Not getting your
I think Mr. Ravi Varman took care of that because I used to wonder with 2 hours of sleep, and I used to ask them how we have to look good. That was my
Yeah.
excuse. You know, I'm a princess. I need to look good. So can I come at 2 p.m. because I need my sleep? They were like, don't worry. We have the most brilliant cinematographer working on this. So I don't know. Actually, none of us looked tired in even one frame. I don't know how we pulled that off. But it was fun because there were lots of people doing it. So every time I wanted to like scream at 2 a.m., I would pop my head outside my van and I'd see these two boys because we had a lot of combinations. I'd see like a whole road of caravans parked. Everyone was doing the same thing. So sometimes misery loves company.
You know, it's more difficult for a heroine, I think, because
usually-
look at your entire look with the.
Usually, yes, we do take longer to get
Yeah.
ready. But in this particular film, I think even the heroes had a tough time because
you
even
also had scars
they
and
had
stuff,
jewelry
jewelry
and
and-
armor and
आपके भी
all
जो
of
आउटफिट था, पूरा जो कॉस्ट्यूम था, उसका काफी वेट था, like
yeah, it was not the weight, more than the weight, it was very uncomfortable. to wear.
uncomfortable.
No wonder those fellows never sat down or slept for long. I think they're always out there conquering. You can't lie down. You know, normally in a break we'll try to sleep or rest. Here it was very difficult.
but exactly, she can't even lie down.
We
She can't
couldn't even
rest.
sleep
She
in
can't. You can't see.
between.
Though she's not slept in the night, I don't think she could sleep in the day because of.
Yeah,
you'll have to start all over again.
Correct.
So we used to
So
be
kind of
awake.
mastered the art of sitting like this
And
and,
sleeping.
actually
Like a
sleeping and
Buddha.
even having a dream, I think. or something.
Wow, this is new.
So yeah, it was crazy, but I don't think we'll ever have these moments again.
Never.
It was so much of fun also.
Yeah, we finished
Wow.
the part 2 also. We are never going to have this
Yeah,
again.
right? Maybe PS2 promotions again.
Promotions.
Vikram sir, आपसे जानना चाहती हूँ मैं, what attracted you to this film? Was it the script, your character, it's a Mani Ratnam film. So what was that one point you were like, I'm doing this?
See, all of us, we wait for that call from Mani sir,
Yeah.
irrespective of what film it is. So when he calls, it's always, wow, okay. Like
Yeah.
all my life, I waited for him to call me, even before I started becoming an actor. So that is there. But when it's Ponniyin Selvan and like, initially it was another film we were supposed to do. So he told me, no, we're going to do Ponniyin Selvan. I said, wow, that's amazing, let's do it. Like, because it's what everybody's been dying to do for like, since it was out in the 70s. So that was the main thing, just the fact that it's Mani sir and it's that story and that says it.
Nice. Jayam Ravi sir, आपसे मैं जानना चाहती हूँ that today's time is the best time for any actor to be in the industry because there are so many platforms
Yeah.
and then with
Very
the
true.
OTT and everything now the boundaries are not there, north, south, that is also not there. But I want to know as an actor, how do you cope with such responsibility now because the audience's expectations have changed a lot?
Oh, thank you for this positive question. You know?
It's a very good question.
It's amazing that we all understand this, first of all, and there is no difference between the actor and the the interviewer. There is no difference. No, we are same. We travel in that same mode. It's very positive. And how to cope up? See, if you talk about social media, I'm very anti-social. I'm sorry.
That's a good thing, you know, in today's time.
And because see, we can't keep reacting to every comment or it will be positive as well as some will be negative. So we can't keep reacting to it, and it will affect you only finally.
Yeah.
For me, I think my team is handling it in a proper way, and mostly my wife does that. She tells me what to put, what not to do. So I have that guidance from her. She's a well-educated girl and very mature. So I take her guidance, of course. And other than
We'll
that,
show this bit to
Yeah.
you guys.
You heard me, you heard me, you heard me.
Make sure it's shown to her.
We'll edit
He will make
and
sure.
then send it
Please,
to her.
let him finish, let him finish, let him
she
get the nice
knows,
shot. Yeah.
she knows already. She knows what she is to
No,
do.
she knows he's going to say it in one of the interviews and prays that it goes viral. Sorry.
No, otherwise, I think social media, you have to cope up with it. That's why I'm saying it's a positive thing that we understand all this.
Now,
basically.
you all are not just South famous actors. You're like famous across India. You go anywhere, I'm sure you must have, experienced this airport here. People know you. Everyone, right?
It's really nice.
True.
No,
I mean,
we get free food wherever we go. They don't let us pay. Seriously, I'm seriously saying.
Seriously,
I
they
can't say
have
how
that
thankful
experience.
we are.
I've been asking for that address because
But this wasn't the scene like few years
yeah,
back.
definitely not.
yeah.
No, there we
It's
go to somewhere remote place in Madhya Pradesh, we're shooting, and I go to a restaurant to eat food. They're saying, "Sir, no, sir, please don't pay us. Please, we love your film." It's the kind of love you receive, you know.
Yeah.
But like you said, opportunities are opening up. You might randomly get an opportunity from a Punjabi film,
Yes.
or a Marathi film, or a Bengali film. So people know, like how social media helps to put up yourself there, and the entire world can see you. So opportunities come from anywhere in the world. That's what social media has done to all of us. The best thing that it's done to us is, show your talent to everybody from one point. So
Chalo, show me one more talent now. Singing किसकी best है यहाँ
ये
पे?
इन दोनों की।
ये दोनों की। तो एक because A.R. रहमान का म्यूजिक है, मैं पूरे रास्ते म्यूजिक सुनती आई हूँ. Amazing music, इतना melodious, इतना timeless, इतना amazing. So एक गाना हो जाए Ponniyin Selvan का.
Ponniyin Selvan in Hindi is very difficult. We don't know the lyrics.
Sing the Tamil version.
Any song? Or you want
But
Ponniyin Selvan?
Rahman sir and Mani sir.
I know the lyrics, but I can't sing. Can I try?
Yeah, you can. You start first.
Which song?
ये अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से मैं यहाँ हूँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ हूँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ तो कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही है
Brilliant.
Wow.
रोज रोज रेशम सी हवा आते जाते कहती है पता रेशम सी हवा कहती है पता
Amazing.
Nice. But you also have to sing.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, I thought he'll do it for us.
That is singing. This is talking.
No, no.
Kishore Kumar song.
ये नयन दरे दरे ये जाम भरे भरे जरा पीने दो कल की कृष्णमूर्ति किसी को खबर तररा ये पूछे रात हसीन ये चांद हसीन तू सबसे हसीन मेरे दिलबर रात हसीन ये चांद हसीन और तुझसे हसीन तररारा और तुझसे हसीन और तुझसे हसीन
I know one song.
वाओ, बहुत 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 अच्छा।
थैंक यू
मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है
कि वो हमसे कुछ उखड़ा उखड़ा रहता है मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है। Brilliant, thank you so much,
Amazing.
thank you
Not done
so
yet.
much.
No, I don't sing.
Queen,
Yes,
sing for us, please.
I graciously accept compliments.
Wish you all the very best from
Thank
Punjab
you.
Kesari Navodaya Times, and we all are looking forward for PS2 also.
Yay, thank you so much.
तो ये
Thank you
थी
so much.
बातचीत पोनियन सेल्वन की टीम के साथ। आई होप आपको इंटरव्यू पसंद आया होगा। पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स पर बने रहने के लिए शुक्रिया।